Oh man, yeah, shut that.
Oh God, would you shut up?
Hello and welcome to the chaos of Grumpy Acres Farm. So she set the time up. We apologize to everybody. He set the time up and put the wrong time on there. So we've actually been out in the garden and doing some things. And yeah, that's why we're late.
Holy
Sorry.
crap.
So
Why is it so dark?
because it's still daylight. We usually do it at 7. Yeah.
Is that
So
better?
no. Well, I don't know.
We'll
Maybe.
see.
So, all right, guys. Hang on. Can't see the
Boom.
chat yet. He's getting that in there. This is what happens when we scramble. So we truly, truly are sorry. Usually, you guys know we always come on at 7. So, but yeah. So
I apologize. Seriously, I scheduled this at midnight on
what
Sunday.
happened when you were in the garden? Did you get a text or something?
Bobby called.
Oh, he did.
Are you guys okay?
Oh shoot. Oh
was
yeah,
like-
we're
I was like,
fine.
yeah,
we were
why?
working. Yeah, we were
He's
working.
like, people are waiting for you. I was like,
Dang, sorry guys.
well, I'm not going to repeat what I said.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. So, but we got it.
Hope we didn't lose anybody. I'm sorry, guys. Seriously.
Did a lot this
I'm having a
week.
beer.
Did a lot this week. The bathroom's coming along. You're gonna probably get that ready for me to tile this weekend, correct?
Sure. No.
Why?
Because there's still a lot to do, and I've got a lot.
That bathroom's priority.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
that
ride me
bathroom's.
on the live.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's riding me.
Okay, you're in a mood.
I'm not in a mood.
So I'll step out.
I'm not in a mood.
You are in a
You're
mood.
bringing something up.
Okay. What I'm telling you is
you
the
guys-
bathroom needs to get done.
Can you guys see this? I don't know. On our end, it is extremely dark. Anyway, tell them what you did this
Oh,
weekend.
the weekend?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I worked the powwow.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
everybody knew I was doing that.
Well, tell them how it went.
It went great. It
Okay.
was fine. No, so
Get
what do you like? What do you want
details
of
what it was like.
It was cool. So I went. Well, Garen helped me set up on Friday, and I didn't sell on Friday. I should have. Hindsight 2020. I should have done it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So then I set up Saturday, and Saturday was really good. And then just shut the door, babe. And then, well, probably the road. And so so we set up on Friday, and then Saturday I got there, and we got there way too early. Darren from Hacks came over and helped me. Yeah, we got there way too early, and then but everything worked out fine. So got here, and then Darren ended up staying over because it was a long drive, and I didn't realize he didn't sleep Friday night. So checked in with spouses and all that, and so everything was fine. He slept in the office, and then
Leather Homestead. I am covered with
Dirt.
itchy grass and dirts and ants because I was whacking the weeds down in the old garden, and I'm putting landscaping fabric down. So I'm literally covered with grass and stuff, and it's itchy.
we have 300 tomato plants that will be here Friday, thanks to Starla.
The Starla
And
goats, yes.
So we're getting everything ready because it is going to be plant central around here for a good week. I can get 300 plants, I think, in a day. I can do that all Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then how much for the new chicken parm bites? 15. Yeah, 15. It's a big bag.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They've been selling like crazy too.
Where did I eat one? Is it here?
No, I thought you took it to camp with you.
No, but I had one, and I had to force myself to make it all the way through the bag.
Yeah, but they reseal, so you don't have to eat them all at the same time. And then the powwow on Sunday, I went. It was just a lot of fun. And the one thing that was said Friday through Sunday, it was about building community and getting the community together. And what was so fun about that was that there were tribes from all the way as far north as Ontario as far south as Florida. I mean, East Coast from Idaho, Coeur d'Alene. So I was excited about that. The juniors man, he won, and he actually took first place, and he's from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So that was pretty neat. Told mom and dad about that.
And I did a video. I was hoping to have a video so we could show you tonight during the video tonight, so we could show it right now, but I didn't get it compiled. So I've got one. I did the opening ceremonies, and then you did
opening ceremony for
Sunday, and I tried to highlight some of the dances. It's really cool the way they do it. I'm not gonna lie, some of the guys, so they've got different divisions, and they've got the woodland warriors, grass dancers, the shawl dancers, those woodland warriors, those woodland warriors. Some of those guys look scary,
hardcore,
scary as all get out when they were dancing. I was really impressed.
Yeah,
and they're professionals too. That the one guy took home $1,600, and then a really nice jacket and
that was for the memorial,
and a blanket that blanket was worth at least $1,000.
Oh man,
it was beautiful.
It was awesome. And then the sweetgrass and some other stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And the drummers were amazing. I've been to powwows before. Man, those drummers were amazing. They had 9 competing.
Okay. We're not saying hi to everybody in the chat because we're so far behind, and I feel terrible. So let's go back. Let's see who else. I'm sure we lost some people because of my incompetence. Actually, I was half asleep when I did it. So there's a lesson.
And why were you half asleep? Like, you were busy this weekend too.
Yeah.
What did you do?
So I went to Pomme de Terre Lake and went to the Missouri meetup that Hutch and Backwoods put on. Back there, a couple of YouTubers, and Tiger was there. Tiger 454 was there with her significant other. Yeah, her significant. Milkmaid was there. She shows up in the
Milkmaid. Thanks for the hug. Appreciate it.
I don't think she's in here tonight. I think last time I heard she was still on the road. But no, it was really interesting. It was not what I'm used to. It was very freeform. Aside from the Naughty Marauder, which is the what's the saying? The Christmas game where you steal each other's presents to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior. Naughty Santa?
No. Well, I've heard it called Naughty Santa.
I always call it It's Not Christmas Till Somebody Cries.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they played that. And Hutch, if you go out to Hutch Homestead, I think that's the name of his channel. I can never find his channel until he posts something. We're subscribed. But Hutch White Elephant, yeah, that's
White Elephant. That's what I heard it. Yeah.
They actually streamed it live, and it was pretty cool. Everybody got on there, showed what they did. I got. Oh, where's that box?
Thanks, Tiger. That's appreciated.
Oh, thank you, Tiger. I got an Aero Precision lower parts kit, and you can never have too many lower parts saved up for your ARs because the dang things are always falling apart at some point.
Yeah, and then Ghost sent me a couple special gifts. I still haven't seen my other T-shirt though.
So cul-de-sac, when we did the Midwest Preparedness Camp out, gosh, 7 years ago, we went down to Pomme de Terre, and we did it in the group campground down by the dam. This one they did up on the Pittsburgh Loop, which is a traditional camping site with camping pads and water locations and a bathroom and the hookups. Yeah. So there were 30 people there, and they came from all over Connecticut, North Carolina, Virginia, Florida. Had a girl, Shorty, rode a bus for 3 days
from California,
from Central Valley, California. Yeah. And that's dedication.
Yeah.
And
now I feel bad. I feel guilty.
Basically hung out all weekend. The Naughty Santa was literally the only scheduled thing that they did. Backwoods brought his boat, and they went out. They went out fishing all 3 days. Nice. Sat around the campfire, imbibed way too much, some more than others. Imbibed, drank, partook. way too much. Good food. Milkmaid cooked breakfast for everybody 2 days.
Wow.
I don't know if she cooked on Sunday. She cooked on Saturday.
Mm.
They talked her into doing it. And then
wow, you mean like I could go to a camp out and I'm not cooking for everybody?
yeah, Nikki
That would be
and
amazing.
Jeremy and Milkmaid did all the did like anytime there was a group cooking, they're the ones that did it.
Is it food that I would eat though?
It was a standard breakfast. They used our freeze-dried sausage.
Huh. Okay.
Took the Skittles crack and handed it out, and people really liked it, of course.
Yeah.
You know, struck up some business deals, got some business deals going, talked to Ghost about t-shirts, and we got
cool t-shirts.
We got some cool t-shirts in the works, guys.
Yeah.
These are going to be awesome. We're working on a couple for us, and I'm working on a secret project that hopefully gets unveiled at the Midwest Preparedness Festival. Spags knows about it, and I don't know if Spags is gonna be involved or the Midwest Preparedness. We're gonna do it no matter what. It just it's all gonna.
We're just trying to give Midwest Preparedness Project something to do. So
I already showed that one.
And then
with the Bundaberg ginger beer. Salute. This has got a little bit more alcohol in it than that, but I love me some ginger beer. That's some good stuff right there.
It's that's the they use ginger beer in Moscow Mule.
Oh, there it is. Tiger says it's really called Rob Your Neighbor. Yep. Like I said, it's not Christmas till somebody cries. That's what the game should be called. Because I don't know.
Spag says shh.
I don't know about the rest of you, but whenever we're with her extended family, it is vicious. It's to the I honestly hate the game because of them.
Well, and like some of the stuff that happens, and we always, I don't know. It's just we put a limit on there, and so we're like, okay, everything needs to be $25, right?
Hang on, Starla, go get someplace safe.
Starla, not again.
Go get someplace safe.
They lost their entire garden.
Did they?
Yes, this weekend.
Yes. Gosh.
Their entire garden, they lost it. Thank you.
Thank you, Leather Homestead. We appreciate that. And one thing, any super chats or anything that comes in, aside from the one that we did for the what's his face, the zebra.
Flip
the zebra.
I still need to get down there and interview. Lisa's waiting for that interview.
But okay, Dirty Santa. That's what you guys call it, Dirty Santa. Yeah. But any donations that come in right now are going to go right back into the channel. We need new equipment, and we want to make sure that we get you guys good giveaway gifts, and we really want to show our appreciation by giving you a good quality product here, and then B, making sure that we show you guys exactly how appreciated you are, because like I told some people, and
we want to help you guys get move forward as well. So that's one way that we can do that. So.
And when I told some people, well, I said it down in Oklahoma, and I said it this weekend, is you guys are the ones that make it worthwhile. Seriously. And I'm not saying that just to sound foo-foo or whatever you want to call it, blow smoke. I honestly believe that. Yeah. Because quite frankly, if it weren't for you guys, I would have quit doing this a year ago, because it takes up so much time. And
man, we're building community like nobody's business.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Hey Chuck, how's it going?
Hey Chuck.
That's the cool thing about being down at Palm Terre. And Hillbilly 1776 said it perfectly. He did a I got home video today, and he said, I went there like a YouTuber, and I came back feeling like I was in a brotherhood.
No, that's awesome.
And it was just a bunch of people hanging out, chilling and talking about it. And I kind of sat back and watched it, and I told everybody around the campfire Saturday night, one of the reasons I went down there was to be an ambassador from our group, our circle down there, because number one, we want to try to help.
She has a question.
Oh, okay. Let me finish my thought, Tiger. We want to help people create communities, because not everybody can move like we did, and like people that are coming into our community can't. Yeah. People are going to be, stuck's not the right word.
Tied.
Hey, guess what this is?
7 o'clock.
No, that's my timer.
6:30, time to set up.
That's my timer to come in from the garden and set up the live stream.
Oh gosh.
Oh, criminy.
Uh,
Hey, Ghetto. No, but we want to share our experience, and that's what I went down there for. And I sat back and I listened from the time I talked a little bit. I mean, you guys, anybody that's been with the channel long enough knows that I can't keep my pie hole shut too long. But Saturday around the campfire, I asked everybody who here is on freesteading. Out of the 30 people, there were only 3 of us.
Yeah.
And
you guys also talked about Midwest Preparedness
Festival. And we talked about Midwest Preparedness. And I told everybody why they should get on freesteading, why they should get on Midwest Preparedness. And I met somebody, he's not a subscriber, but he's from Lyons, Kansas, which is only
not too far
4
from
hours
here.
away.
So no, it's just on the other side of Salina. So but, 3.5.
So he's in our area, and he had never heard of freesteading, and we're constantly talking about it. And we're always talking about Midwest Preparedness Festival. And he had never heard of it. So he's going to come out. AJ is going to come out in the fall.
Cool.
and become part of it. Because he was talking about how he was always wanted to build community. Okay, let's get back.
You need to go up to Tiger.
Let's go back. Okay. Right Tiger says, love the channel. It was great to meet you this weekend, Grumpy. Still getting those freeze-dried eggs. Oh, okay.
Oh, she didn't get them when you took it?
No.
Oh, no, Ghost got them, huh?
No, I traded them with Ghost.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got, so we got an order today, and I shipped that out today to Pennsylvania, and those were eggs. So now I've got eggs in the freeze dryer right now because those are starting to sell.
But Tiger, it was really fun, wasn't it? It was really enjoyable. Let's see here.
Oh, so I harvested from the gardens today.
Yeah, Tiger had to work Sunday night, so she had to leave at like 8 o'clock on Saturday so that she could get home.
Dang.
They had to drive back to St. Louis, so they didn't want to. They didn't want to do that. Yeah.
St. Louis.
You missed a good time though, Tiger. Saturday was pretty fun.
Yeah. So I got the comfrey. We harvested comfrey. I did. And I got that hung. And then you did a short on that.
Yep.
And then tonight I went out. That's what I was doing this afternoon. So I got this evening. This afternoon I was fighting with the insurance companies. So but I got tarragon out and I got catnip out. And so I'm going to get those dried, and I have the beeswax, and then trying to figure out which oil base I'm going to use. And once I figure that one out, everybody suggests olive oil.
I think comfrey with olive oil and lavender in it would be awesome.
So that's not what's recommended for pain.
Yeah, but
with the lavender is not what's recommended for pain.
But it makes it smell so good.
I know, but
okay. So cul-de-sac
should be oregano.
Cul-de-sac says she gets overwhelmed on freesteading. It's hard to keep up. So cul-de-sac, yeah. I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I honestly feel the same way. And what you need to do is go in and uncheck. Only have the notifications checked for the people that you want to follow.
See. Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to get buried. The active, for anybody that's not on freesteading, there's a link that for like an active feed where people can post whatever they want. It's not in any group, and it just goes directly into the main page.
Man, try being a community leader. You're a community leader. And
yeah.
It's like boom, 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 boom. We see everything.
Yeah. It's so go in and tone down your notifications, and that will help a lot.
Yeah. And then we're going to do a video with data, right? You're going to do it, or we can
I don't know. I didn't know. You were the one that talked to me.
Right. You need to get with data.
Okay.
And so the reason why you guys are going to do a live and go through the platform for MidwestPreparednessProject.com.
Oh, I see.
And it's Neon and I had lunch together.
So basically you and Neon decided that Data and I were doing this.
It's difficult to use. Yes. So, and a lot of people, so traffic is being driven over there, but because it's not user friendly, you guys just need to go through, and it can be user friendly. It's
just do some feedback on it.
Yeah. You just gotta.
Amy Robars was there, and she
that's Amy you're talking about?
That's Amy.
Hey.
Have you signed up for freesteading yet, Amy, or are you still half-stepping? You've been home for a day. You should be in there making comments and making friends on home.
So if you go to midwestpreparednessproject.com, I do have the seed exchange set up in there, and we are going to come up with a seed of the month to trade back and forth. So I'm just trying to get details on how I'm going to do that, and I'll probably announce what the seed of the month is going to be maybe by the end of the week. So
cul-de-sac saw our that hurts. Didn't know it was me.
Oh.
Yeah. You harvested what last night and hung it up because you came in. Okay. So I was so dead tired yesterday after everything going on in the weekend that I went out and walked about 1.5 miles training the dog just back and forth across the pasture.
Yeah.
And I came in at like 6:45 and plopped down the chair. I was like dead tired. And I was listening to Porterhouse and Teal. They were interviewing CJ Miller, which is, if you guys haven't seen it, go over to Porterhouse and Teal and watch that interview from last night because it was really good. Not good enough to keep me awake though. And so I walked outside.
Well, that's not fair. It was good.
That's called a joke.
You were tired.
That's called a joke.
You know, some people don't have.
That's called a joke.
Have your sense of humor.
So I went outside and cursed at the goats and the sheep because they got out. So I put them back in the pen. And I went in.
He came out and he's like, "Rah!" And I'm sitting here reading, and because I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure, is my way the best way? How do I want to process this comfrey? Do I want to dry it and all that? So I'm reading, not realizing the goats and sheep are in the chicken.
They had knocked down the. So I put them out in the pasture and I have a temporary fence, and they figured out they can knock the fence down, and so they were all in the chicken coop eating all the feed. So I chased them back in, and I went in, and I was asleep by 7:30.
I don't even think it was that late.
And I got 9.5 hours sleep last night, which I don't do.
That never happens.
Even if I've overindulged, I don't do that.
No, he's at 6 hours max.
Yeah. Rabid Coyote's in here. I did not get to see him because he left before I got there.
Oh, seriously? He didn't camp out?
No. He only lives he lives up on
Yeah, but it's like at ours, people come out for the day and all of that. But he must have stuff going on. So, yeah. What is that?
I don't know who Mr. Burgles is, but that's
troll. Do we have any mods in here? If we've got some mods in here, let's get them out.
Hang on a second.
Where are you going?
I'm going to our channel so I can go to live, and if somebody hasn't kicked him out already.
Well, that's what you need moderators for.
There
So
are
you just need a moderator to do that. Spags is a moderator. Done. Spags got it. So, yeah. So that's what happens. We made it. But anyway, get up there, get back to the chat.
So I'm back in chat.
Spags has it. Thank you, Spags.
Thank you, Spags. I went in. I put him on timeout. So, goodness gracious, some people, man. I don't know what people. They got nothing better to do.
No.
You know.
So they're just going to try to overwhelm it, so we can't get to people's comments and their chats and all that stuff.
Okay, so somehow he's back on.
Okay, so what you need to do is go
Give
back
me
up.
1 second.
No, go to Tiger, and make her a mod. She's fast. Make Tiger a mod.
Well, I can't do it from here.
What do you mean?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Ban user and delete their comments. Let's see if that works. Okay, he's been banned. Okay, folks, I apologize for that. Okay.
So Starla, Starla, I had spoke with her because she was asking if we were okay.
No,
he's not banned. Can you go and make Tiger a mod?
Well, I
please?
would, but you keep yelling at me every time I go.
What I want you to do is make her a mod.
Well, I have to go.
And so, but we had storms that came in. We were supposed to be expecting tornadoes and all of that stuff. So she was checking in on me, and she told me they had hail so bad it wiped out their entire garden. So that was a total suck because she's just helped us immensely with our garden and resources and all of that stuff. And then also I have things to help you guys with from Starla. And so it just kind of really stinks. And now they're under a tornado warning again. And so they'll have to hide out from that. But the weather has just been crazy, crazy, crazy. So what are you doing now?
There's been
like they're all coming in.
They're different ones because the.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Just let them go. Let them go. We'll.
I don't know.
So anyway, and this is what happens when you start talking about freedom and all of that stuff.
Right.
The communists just want to come in and they want to pull all kinds of things. Oh, speaking of communists.
Nope. We're not talking politics right now. We're talking about what a great time we had this weekend and what.
Yeah. So one of the nice things about the powwow, like I said, it was about building community and everybody being a family. And so it was really, really nice. It didn't matter where you were from. It didn't matter what you were doing. Everybody was embraced. And man, there was just some beautiful dances and beautiful, beautiful regalia and all of that.
Yeah.
And Ghetto's in here.
Ghetto's going to get Mrs. Ghetto.
Yeah, or make Ghetto also. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Mrs. Ghetto's a mod. So, but yeah, so we it was just absolutely beautiful. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you had fun. So
I did.
And I asked him, I said, so will you go camping again? And he said, yeah. So as long as it doesn't interfere with powwow weekend again, then I will go. So, and hopefully it doesn't interfere with any other festivals. So Hutch, maybe if you're going to plan that again, maybe go ahead and get on freesteading.com and get in the calendar. And then that way I don't plan anything else around it. But
I think Mr. Burgles is saying, well, I can't repeat what I think he's saying.
What?
Well, she's asking clown face banana. I think it means he likes penises.
I thought that was
eggplant. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it's got something to do with him being a little
gay.
Little gay. But anyway, you're in a blackout for trolls. No, we're not advocating violence there, Rabid. This isn't the Ozarks. You can't be doing stuff.
I gotta get that bunny made, the Battle Bunny. This is where Battle Bunny would come in.
Oh yeah. We need to get the tactical bunny.
Yeah, tactical bunny. Yeah.
The tactical bunny. That's, and we're gonna get one made.
I need to go find some stuffed rabbits. I'll head to the thrift store and see what I can find. Yeah.
Eagle Upper Texas, how you doing tonight?
Hi.
We're having troll wars right now.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know how. Honestly, I've watched Mrs. Ghetto. Hey Yankee, what's up, man?
Mrs. Ghetto is fast too.
Yankee was there. We had a really good conversation.
Yeah, Mrs. Ghetto's fast too. She's on it. She's like bam. So.
Although I'm going to say this about some of the guys at the camp out.
Yeah.
They had a wall unit air conditioner.
What?
They had a wall unit air conditioner that was sitting on the ground, and it had pipes, flexible pipes going into a couple of tents. And then somebody, Mr. Watchdog, if I remember correctly, had an AC unit going into the front window of his van.
Get out of here.
Nope, they were not joking around at all. It was something else to see.
If the electricity is free. So.
And I got to meet Rescue and Mrs. Rescue firsthand, and Rudy. That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out with Rescue on his thing for over a year now.
What is up with this guy? Is that a girl? Maybe that's a girl. I saw a picture in there.
I don't know.
Backwoods was using AC. That's funny.
Was it Backwoods? Oh yeah, it was Backwoods. But there were two of them, so I think somebody else was using it too.
Yankee Watchdog.
Nope, it wasn't Yankee. Yankee was. Yeah, he had the thing in his vehicle.
Yeah. Crazy.
No need to practice being uncomfortable, right there, Yankee.
Yeah. See what they're doing? You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You're more focused on that than
conference. No, I'm not. I'm talking.
I'm talking, but you're looking here. You're not engaging.
Well, I'm engaging because I saw Yankee's thing. I usually, when I'm not paying attention to the
see, this is why we need to just have, this is why we just need to have more mods.
Yeah. Well,
this
I'm
is ridiculous.
I'm to make everybody mod.
But yeah,
Damn.
no.
Somebody's fast.
Is that?
I don't know. I don't know. Who's
Mrs.
doing.
Ghetto might be in here. Might have got taken care of.
Might be Tiger. Anyway, Yankee says he slept just like home because you were home.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh man. Yeah, so the medicine wall is done. Well, it's not done, but it started. I've got that done. I need to find a place to hang some more herbs and stuff because I need to get quite a bit more if I'm going to start doing these salves. And so I got to figure out a way to hang more stuff. And then unless I can bring it in the house and hang it. So just up to you. And then
so cul-de-sac, it was a traditional campsite. They had pads for vehicles. They had power outlets with 110 and 230
you mean?
For RV. Well, yeah. Well, and for parking your vehicles too.
Dude, just let her
I'm trying to
take care of it.
Would you stop?
Yeah.
You're more worried about this jackass than I am.
Keep going on.
Because I'm trying to get cul-de-sac's thing off and you're pulling my hand away.
I thought you were trying to do something there.
No, they're quite capable of doing it. Hey, Porterhouse. I was just telling everybody about your live last night and how it was really interesting right up to the point in time where exhaustion finally took me and like sent me off into La La Land. I missed the entire last half of it. I got to go back and watch it. That was a really interesting interview you did with CJ.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, what's
Gmod's going to report
him. Yeah.
But anyway,
thank you, Gmo.
Yeah, thank you, Gmo. So what else did I? Oh, some of the takeaways I got at the camp out. Number one, Ghost is way bigger than I thought he was. Dude's like 6'3", 6'4". I was expecting somebody, 5'10", 5'11". He is tall, and he's got a service dog, Buddy, who has got to be the most well-behaved dog that I have ever seen.
Yeah, when he substitutes, he takes Buddy with him.
Yeah. So there's that, and Hillbilly 1776 was way quieter than I thought he would be. He's very talkative when he's on the live with Hutch, but he just kind of sat there and soaked everything up, and really didn't say much unless it something that needed to be said. So he was at, and then Backwoods was way shorter than I thought he was.
Really?
I don't know if it's the way he puts his camera on his lives. I thought he was like 6'6'1".
He really looks tall.
He does, but he's only like. Okay, I know if he hears this, he's going to get mad because I'm going to say like 5'8", 5'9", maybe. And I know he's going to say that I'm much bit taller than that. But no, but seriously, that was it.
Oh gosh. And then was that Buddy was great.
Yeah, Buddy was great.
Yeah, every time he talks about Buddy, I could imagine. I mean, if they allow Buddy to go into the school, then of course he has to be a great dog. So yeah,
Rabbit. Oh, that's exactly what I told Backwards. You're shorter than I expected.
Well, nobody will be surprised when they meet me because I'm short and I look short.
Backwoods sits on a phone book at his computer.
That's why he looks taller. I'm gonna have to try the phone book trick.
Yeah.
Do they make phone books anymore?
I don't know.
They do.
I don't know.
But yeah, no. And then
and Ghost t-shirts. We don't have one. I don't have one handy.
I wore one yesterday. So he did. So we got the t-shirt and
they're really good. If you guys,
I'll burn that bridge when I get there.
Ghost,
when I get to it.
What is it?
But yeah,
Ghost,
he did this one.
Well, don't show them. They're show the
Ghost Designs .shop. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Ghostdesigns.shop, and you can access some of our t-shirts, his t-shirts, that kind of thing.
Well, he doesn't have any of ours up yet.
Well, eventually you'll be able to access some of our t-shirts. We've got the Don't Be a Pecker, which don't be an angry pecker.
Are we? Well, that one's not.
You're gonna send that over to him, right? I want Ghost to do those.
I know, but you want me to continue working on it.
No, I told you it was fine. I
Well,
did. I told you I chose the
okay.
first
Give me
design.
give me a number one in chat if you think fine is what we should
No,
accept for the t-shirts.
I like the rooster looks great,
Mhm.
and the lettering looks great,
Mhm.
and I think that that's fine.
Again,
I mean, I think it works. It works.
okay. Hey, Anti Jack,
I
what's
like
up,
it.
man?
So I think we go ahead and send that over to him and get those going.
Yep.
So, and where that comes from, we've got obviously chickens, and so I get once in a while I get this rooster that for some reason thinks that it needs to attack me, and it eventually ends up in
Who
the
did
crock
you?
pot.
Who, I don't know. Who'd you block?
Who what?
Who'd you block?
Oh, probably that whatever that turd that was out there.
No. The last name was inappropriate. Grumpy. I blocked him as well. Sorry. Is it Anti Jack?
Oh, it's anti. Let him in there.
Well, let's see. No, he's
So it was somebody weird.
a very racist name. I did not see that one.
I don't know what the heck is happening with that. That happened
yeah.
before, and I get so damn
Yeah, you
mad
can ban
about that.
you can ban him.
Yeah,
And it's probably the same person.
Yeah, I get so damn mad about that. That's not right.
Yeah.
That racism BS. Don't put that on my channel. Not with my family. Don't do that.
Yeah, anybody with a name like that. Oh, did you? Spags is probably going to do something that I should probably not ask him what he's going to do.
Don't ask them. Just let him do it. So yeah, and then I got Neon and Data's eggs in the freeze dryer today. So I got all of that done. And Neon will be happy because she was afraid. She's like, make sure you crack them in the bowl and this and that. And I was like, fine. So I did that, and all the eggs came out great.
Before you, I got to say, hats off to Mrs. Ghetto, because I did not even see the first time she.
I told you she's fast.
I did not even see it hit the chat and StreamYard. That means it.
She doesn't want us to be upset about it.
Oh my goodness!
She's just like, boom, go.
You are a machine.
Yes, she is.
Oh, don't ask, just appreciate. Okay, I'll shut up.
I'll appreciate.
I'll shut up. We appreciate you, Mrs. Ghetto.
Dang.
I got several people talk to me like that all weekend long.
Yeah.
Milkmaid can be just as mean in person as she can be online.
I've never seen Milkmaid be mean. Never heard her be mean. I think if she was, you deserved it.
I probably did.
Yeah.
I probably did. Although I did tell. So she wrote. So Crocs flew up to Richmond and drove
from Ontario, right?
No, from Florida.
Oh.
And then drove with Milkmaid out to the camp out. And on the way back, she said that she had to hit him because he was snoring and being inappropriate. And I told Crocs, I said, next time they stop for gas, he needs to give the international sign that he's being trafficked, and hopefully the security at the gas station will save him.
Just see what Specs.
I'm doing.
We've got like a whole army out here right now.
His screen is getting wet.
He's doing dishes as he's trying to get the spammers out of there. So, oh man, oh yeah, and then I had to fight with the insurance company. I've been trying to call this. I went and got my glasses. Man, it was in December 1st, I think is the date that's on there. And I just now got a bill saying that they couldn't get the insurance company to pay out. And I was like, you better get them to pay out because I already paid $400. I'm not paying anymore. And so I tried calling and nobody answers the phone. And I did that for 2 weeks. And so then when I talked to the girl at VSP today, she said, go ahead and go to Walmart, get in front of them and see if you can get it handled there. And I was like, all right. So I had to mail that package anyway to Pennsylvania. So I went ahead and went. And I got there and I had to laugh. It was so funny. So the employee for Walmart Vision Center, she's like sitting back there and she calls the number. I didn't realize she called the number that was on the paper. And so it's ringing, no voicemail, no nothing. They didn't pick up at all. And then so she tried a different number. So then it put her on hold. And I'm like, I certainly hope you're not trying to call this company because I don't think anybody works there. And I said, I've left messages and I don't even get messages back. And she's like, well, She goes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stay on the line. I'm going to make sure that we get this taken care of. She was really cool. And so she gave me, proof that I went in there trying to take care of it because I wanted to make sure that all that was done. And then I said, so what's going to happen? Because I see this going south really, really fast. And she said, no, you'll get 3 letters. She goes, and then we'll just go through. And she says, I'll make sure that they write it off. Well, great. So the insurance company makes money now, and I pay insurance. So I don't know. I'm confused over that one, but as long as it gets taken care of.
So what else did we do homesteading wise? We did a couple of things happened this week. We lost a turkey. We lost one of the
It drowned.
Adult turkeys.
I was at powwow and
it rained hard.
Good friends of ours came to put everybody up. She got left out, and by the time I found her, it was too late. Well, she was still alive, and I put her in the box so she could warm up and all of that stuff, and it was weird because the next day she seemed like she was fine, and then the day after that is when she died.
Well, she's had a cough for the past 2 months.
Well,
and then we lost
because turkeys are stupid and they look up in the air, and when they look up in the air and sleep like that, they swallow the water and literally drown themselves.
We lost three turkey chicks too.
No, yes, 3.
We lost 3, so we're down to 1 turkey chick. We've got how many eggs in the incubator now?
I think I've got 12 in there, and we've got a broody turkey out now in the chicken boxes. So I'll probably go steal her eggs and throw them in the other incubator. So we got to get the turkey flock back up.
So this is what right here, Rabbit Cody. I sent Milkmaid a few links to some homesteads that are for sale around this area. Don't know if she got to go look at any of them though.
That may be why she's still on the road trip.
So this right here, this what Rabbit just did. This is what we need to do. You know, if you know somebody that's looking for property and something comes up, you need to dial them up. You need to let them know.
Hey, rescue.
Hang on a second. I'll get rescue in just a second. Let me finish my thought. So if you want somebody to move into that property, do you want somebody to move in that you don't know who they are and you don't know what they think? Or do you want somebody to move in that at the very least, you know, they're like-minded and pointed in the same direction? Mm-hmm. And you don't have to like them. That, you know, you don't have to become friends with them. But at least then you've got somebody that's a neighbor that is facing the same direction.
How many acres is she looking for? Do you know?
I don't know.
Well, you ought to find out because there's 80 acres and it was available. The sign's down, so we're not sure if it's sold or not. It's out. It is on the reservation, but it's already set up completely off grid.
Yeah, that we just found out about that on Saturday.
Yeah, and so there is a property available here.
So I traded rescue ham and cheese chips for a thing of ghost pepper salsa.
Yeah, we've got
that we have not had a chance to try, and then. I
won't be trying that. Right?
I gave everybody Skittles, and I'm not gonna lie, I took some and sold them because I needed the money. But you know, rescue. I was thinking about it. You know, with the travel and all that. Why don't you try finding some place to host one down in your neck of the woods? I'm sure people would come to it. That way, you don't got to drive so far. You know, and I did. I really enjoyed meeting you and Mrs. Rescue and Rudy. Rudy's the other dog. Rudy's rescue.
I didn't even know there was another dog.
Rudy's a sweetheart too. He loves butt rubs. He does. He does. And then he'd flop over on his side and open up so you could give him a belly rub. He was just so vicious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad you guys had a good time. Rescue. But
yeah, I'm sorry I missed it, but yeah, no, what I was doing, it was a good thing. Yeah, it was super important.
And I ended up sleeping in the vehicle. It was raining Saturday. And they said it was going to be raining in the morning, and I didn't want to have to ride back with wet clothes. So I said, I'm just going to leave early in the morning so I can get home and do stuff I got to do. And it wasn't raining, but I was talking to her that evening and decided I needed to go back. Yes, Rudy's a canine, although he thinks he's Rescue's son. But I drove back and got back in time to help her, and it was worth coming back.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't miss all of it.
Hey, bird lady.
I'm glad he didn't miss all of it because it really was it was community building here.
Okay, there you go, Nick.
So we needed.
Tiger says Nikki's trying to get a Texas meetup together in April.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be fun. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, Rudy's just 4-legged kid. I believe that.
Yeah. So, well, that was really funny. I don't know if she's on here, but
and Mrs. Rescue's kind of like you. She drove. It was a good quarter mile up to the clean bathrooms, and she drove up there anytime she had to go to the restroom.
It's worth it. It's totally worth it. So, but
though definitely the men's one, there's no way I was using it for any length of time.
Yeah. You know what I thought was really great too about the powwow, and I was explaining this because my dad and his wife called, and so one of the things I thought was really great is that the femininity that is still realized in the tribal nation is absolutely amazing. And so,
well, tell them what made you think of that.
And so what happened was, so there's dances that it's just men, so the woodland dance, and so that's a man's dance. And then there are dances like fancy shawl and that kind of thing, those are women's dances. And so you do with the drums and all of that and the music, you really want to dance and get everything, just kind of flow with it. And there were some girls, and I was so proud of them. And
they were like preteen girls.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're from Oklahoma, because I would have really loved for them to be local. Because the one girl was like into the freeze dryer, like so much so. She must have been 11, 12 years old, and like so much so she went on to go see how much a freeze dryer cost because she wanted me to walk her through how it was done. And I man, so I could have an apprentice here who really wants to learn it and do all of that, but she's not local. And so that was a bummer. But they were in the men's dance and the song was catchy, Smokey and they were doing that song. And so, and they're good. They're really, really good.
That's the drum team, the singers.
Yeah, they're really good. They have CD. And so the one little girl, she was dancing and the other girls literally turned around and looked at her and said, "No, this is men's song. You don't dance." And I was like, wow.
Get them, girls.
And I was like, dang, I love it. I love it. So, and that was another thing that was really pushed was how beautiful and important the women were. And, as leaders, and then they had for disabled kids, it was really important. They made a special dance for them. And so the guardians and parents took them out there and they recognized how important they were. And it was just really amazing. Everybody appreciating each other and just having fun. And I'm not going to lie, I got my Indian tacos on every day. And my fried bread.
I got to tell you, though, what was really funny, every culture, it's not just every culture has a problem with the young people not wanting to be involved. There's so many things that distracts them. They don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So they get these kids. They're all like from 8 years old to what, 13, 14 years old?
There was even little.
Even little in that?
They did the preschool.
They basically, anytime they have what they call an intertribal dance, which is like all the tribes can participate, these little kids go out there and they're dance.
3 years old
out there. And at the end of the day, they get what's called day pay. Mm-hmm. And they literally hand these kids a $50 bill. And first thing the kids would do is beat it down to our tent. They're either at our tent or the snow cone or the funnel cake.
Yeah.
It was really kind of funny. And then they won prizes during the intertribal dances. They had some things set up so you could win, like several people would win prizes and stuff. And it was just kind of funny watching them,
But the day pay is really cool. So I was talking to one kid, and I can't remember. I think he was from Nebraska, and he was tribe in Nebraska. Where I can't remember, but he was really funny. I was talking to him. He's 11 years old and made $200 dancing over the weekend. I mean, that's a good gig. And so for an 11-year-old, and he said, yeah, he goes, and we get to do more. We're going to more powwows this summer. And so it was neat.
Yeah, a lot of guys went and used the women's because it was just a two stall.
Oh, really?
Pit vault, or
I probably would have had a problem with that, especially if the men's restroom was nasty.
Somebody had a problem.
I would have had to stand guard and make sure you guys stayed out of there. If you can't take care of your bathroom, you definitely can't take care of the women's bathroom.
Yes.
That's true.
That's all you would do all weekend long.
I would stand guard. Yep, I would stand guard. Because I have to have my gallon of iced tea.
But no, it was a good weekend. we financially it was successful.
Yeah, it was great. We were blessed.
As far as
Very
making
blessed this
connections, it
weekend.
was successful. We got
Mhm.
not only did I make a lot of connections down at the camp out, but you made a lot of connections in the community.
Yeah.
And met a lot of people that I actually work with.
Yes.
So they were able to.
And there are several people actually working for the tribal government that will be out at the next camp out. They were super excited for Midwest Preparedness Festival.
Yeah, got a couple people there.
They were super excited. So that was great. And then you have to make sure you remember to get Cole that information so that they can come.
Yeah.
And then, so it was fantastic. I wouldn't even call it networking. It was creating a family. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Cheryl's, Stephanie's husband, saw him at Walmart, and it was funny. Their little girl was like, doesn't she work for Grumpy Acres? She was at the Grumpy Acres tent. She does the freeze-dried food, the candy. And so, yeah, a lot of the kids fell in love with the candy. So,
yeah, the original preppers. So Spags, I was talking with Spags and day to day about something unrelated to prepping and all that.
Well, that was another competition that they did. Spags, we had to think about this. So on the first night, they had the judges panel, and then there was literally a category for competition, which was the campfire. It was a meal made on the campfire, and the best meal won.
Ooh,
they judged the food. It was great.
That'd be fun for potluck, and just have whoever wants to enter.
You know who won?
Who?
A little girl.
Nice.
Made a soup. She made a soup on there, and it won. She did a great job.
But I was talking with Spags and Dated about some business stuff, and they were laughing at me because I made the comment that I'm the minority at my work. Mm-hmm. I work for a foreign government, and I am a minority in that nation. Yep. And they thought that was hilarious. That's the good. They were like, you need to check your white privilege. I was like, I work on a Native American reservation. I don't have any privilege, buddy.
I don't know who would think that we have, of all people, have white privilege. Oh my gosh. If you know our struggle, not our struggle, if you know our journey in especially the last 2 years, there's no white privilege here. That doesn't, You and your sister have gone rounds about that crap.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, no.
You know what?
I've never had anything handed to me in my
entire life. My privilege was growing up. My privilege
learning how to work.
No, my privilege was I had two parents that were engaged and tried to teach me how to be a decent person. Yeah. Now, I turned out the way I did despite their efforts. Right. But I finally came around. So there's your privilege. If you got kids, that's one thing I'll say. If you got kids, man, you want to be engaged with them, because that's the easiest way to make them succeed, is to not let the world get a hold of them. Right. And to fight the world and
Lord knows we've got a child the world got a hold of. So
well, and we, full disclosure, we weren't the best parents sometimes.
Well, we're engaged. We were there.
We're not as bad as they made us out to be sometimes.
All right. Yeah.
But
our son is. Both of them are very successful.
Oh yeah, they're both good. They're both good parents.
Our son, he calls us, "What are you doing?" That's why I'm like, we're going to do a. I think we're going Greek theme, and it's everything off the farm and other people's farms. We're going to do a potluck, and that's July 1st. Your son wanted me to put a party together. That's why the bathroom has to be done in the bedroom.
Spags told me about that.
I told you about that.
Let me know the dates.
I told you about that. So we're going to do that. And then that's going to be fun. So I got to get the flatbreads made and all that.
Exactly.
What?
Kids don't come with a user manual.
No, they don't. Well, kind of. No, actually,
they actually don't.
I was like, the Bible talks about it, but no.
And even either that or it's written in Chinese mostly.
But the user manual really needs to say is debrief your child every time they come home from school, because all they're learning is social BS.
Better yet, homeschool them.
Yeah.
In retrospect, if I
should have homeschooled.
If I had anything I could do over with our children, it would be I would homeschool them. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, so how do you post videos on freesteading? You literally create a comment and post the link in it.
There's a little button down on the lower left end, or maybe it's the 3 dots, and it says more.
Copy the share link of the video.
Yeah.
That you want to post on freesteading.
Uh-huh.
Get in the comments, whatever comment, and then
you're
drop
coming
it.
From community leader though, so it's different for you.
No, they can do that too. They can do that too.
Okay.
Spags, am I right?
You may be right. I don't know.
You just drop the comment into the body of the or that you drop the link in the body of the comment and hit enter and it's published.
Yeah. So I don't know. Tiger was camping at the same time you were camping. Does she have some kind of video of you on there?
Know. I didn't really do much. I just kind of sat around and took up space.
She probably caught you doing something.
The only person I know that took a video of him is Backwoods, because I was sitting across from him and I was falling asleep Saturday afternoon.
Oh.
And Milkmaid was like, "Don't go to sleep with your shoes on." I'm like, "Why?" Because I guess they attack you with the marker. I think it was Tiger.
Oh,
Tiger was sitting next to me.
Out.
Tiger was sitting next to me, and she goes, "Then it'll throw you in the lake." And I was like, okay, there's a fight on if you do that.
Wow.
But that was just Tiger trying to be mean, trying to provoke people into.
Oh, so that's not true then.
No, they don't.
Okay.
And then once we were done, I had to go pick something up from Spags, and so we sat down and had a couple of whiskeys and discussed all the problems in the world and fixed them. Spags, correct me if I'm wrong. If people would just listen to us, the world would be a much better place.
Yeah.
And I got to see a Casa de Spags. Got a goose egg. I'd never had a goose egg before.
Dang! Oh, Spags, he brought that home. I was like, holy smoke! Did you eat it?
Yes, I ate it, and it was so good.
I wanted to put it in the incubator.
So good. No, I told you it wasn't fertile.
Oh.
Jenny said it was not fertile. That next year they're gonna try to get fertilized.
Okay.
And I offered to incubate some for them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I want ducks again though. I don't know. I was thinking about the pond. The pond's so muddy. We need to get ducks on there so that they can solidify some of that. So
we'll see. And
I think we do need ducks.
Spags, the Spags homestead has violated the #1 rule of having animals.
What?
They have named every duck. And when I say every duck, I mean all 20 of them have names.
Ooh.
And they talk to them so much that the ducks know their names.
I don't know why. I just got an image in my head.
Oh.
What was that cartoon? It had Doc, and they were all ducks. It was not Daffy Duck, but it was the Looney Tunes, DuckTales. And I get an image of DuckTales on Spag's place. Oh my gosh.
The dog just took off.
Yeah, no, I would totally. Yeah, we could do some duck eggs, yeah? Get them out on the pond and get that fixed. So I don't know, Spags, if you want to make a trade, maybe we can trade some turkey eggs for some duck eggs. I'd be up for that. So he said, yes. So, yeah, just let me know how many turkey eggs you want, and I'll start setting them aside, and we'll do that. And then, trying to think what else. So that's pretty much it. That's the update, because it was freeze dry all week, and then tomorrow I have to set up for the market.
Dolly's behavior has gotten worse over the 2 weeks because we were in Oklahoma. We've been
gone a lot.
Yes, we've been gone a lot. And so last night she got in some trouble. She got in a lot of trouble. Yeah. It was the night before. It was last night. And so I'm going to have to spend the next
McDuck. That's it. It was McDuck.
I'm going to have to spend the next week or so getting her back to where she is. Charlotte Babe, Rosie and Freckles. I like bacon, ham, hocks.
Great.
No, you know what? I learned my lesson about naming animals.
We don't do it. We just don't.
When you got to put them down, it sucks. And you get that and anybody that's homesteading knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You've got this little 12-year-old that lives right back in here, right? And anytime you got to do something that you really don't want to do and just totally sucks, that little 12-year-old runs to the front of your head and starts going, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. I don't like, and you have to fight that little 12-year-old back and stick him back in the back of your head, or else you're going to drive yourself nuts.
Yeah.
You know, I was torn up the first time I had to put one of our goats down. She got bloat really bad and she was dying.
Terrible.
And she was in so much pain, and I had to take her up and put her down. And I was torn up about it.
Yeah.
You know?
There were many times we just kind of hung our heads and was ready to quit. So
hey, Neon.
Yeah. Hey, Neon, your eggs are in the freeze dryer. They're beautiful. All of them did great. So nothing bad, sour, anything like that. So whatever you did, keep doing it. And then save that many. I added another 3 dozen eggs to the freeze dryer from my batch. So yeah, we got that going. They'll be done in a few days. We can figure out if you guys just want.
Good night. Are we back? Criminy. What? This is unbelievable.
Did it work?
Yeah, I think we're back up. Give me a 5x5 if we're live and you guys can hear us.
Oh, I just got a text message.
That's okay. We're back.
All right.
Our power literally blinked. The entire house went dark for about 20 seconds.
Crazy.
And then the router had to come back up.
Yeah,
I don't know
sorry,
what
guys.
that was. Well, it's summertime out here, and it has a tendency to glitch out every now and then.
It's not just summertime. It's all year round. And so we live in a corner where nobody cares. And so we actually had a family that lives on one corner that is expanding. And we have a neighbor who works for the energy company. And the thought is that, we're delayed by a lot. The thought is that they're adding, the grid just can't keep up with it. So that's why we black out a lot.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Just Living in the country.
Yeah, this is we just had the discussion yesterday.
If our generator was up,
it
wouldn't even been.
It still wouldn't have kept the router from losing connection.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, with the cutover, it would have caused it to reset the power. It would have had to reconnect.
Okay.
You know, but it would have kept everything else from going dead as long as it did.
No, Tiger. No, it's not dependable.
Yeah, it's all them. All that it is. Hey, Porterhouse, you still on here? You still on here? We were talking Homestead. Maybe that was that dangerous content that you're always talking about.
It's no joke.
Speaking of Spags and speaking of Porterhouse.
You guys got your live.
They will be guests tomorrow night on another Conflicted Live.
No, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m.
I thought you were doing that Thursday.
No, I keep telling you it's at 6 because somebody else is doing something on Thursday. So
I did not realize. So you moved the date.
We moved the date.
I just needed to catch up.
We moved the date. It's going to be that one will be at 6 o'clock. I promise it will start at 6 because we've got Local Prepper who is on the East Coast and Porterhouse who is on the West Coast, and we don't want Porterhouse to have to come on too early or Local Prepper have to stay on too late.
Yeah.
You know, this is why Central Standard Time is the only time zone that matters because it's convenient for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys be there. And then she doesn't know this yet. I'm going to be on a live right after the conflict.
For what?
Tag.
You guys aren't even. Tag's going to be on Conflicted. Oh, I guess if he's going to be
he
on.
Moved it. Okay.
Because you guys go forever on Conflicted.
No, we're going to do it for an hour and a half. Drop it, and then Tag's going to start his. But his. I want to be on his podcast or his live because he's got 2 guests that I have followed for a very long time.
Oh.
So I don't want to. I'm not going to say who it is because that's his thing. But
nope, you gotta go check it out.
Yep, you got to go over it. You got to, and I think I'm going to let that one. It's not the person that would cause me to go over it, not stream it on ours.
Oh,
but I may just not stream it on ours so that all the views go to his, so that he can get the network. I think it's going to be really good. So I don't want to split it up.
We'll talk about it after. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I go, then we won't stream it. But
great. Doesn't someone have some connection with something to do with keeping the power on around here?
Yeah.
Not these people. See, Rickster, there's another thing I gotta,
we have solar panels. We own solar panels. They're over at Tag's place. They're over at Tag's place, and our batteries are stored away. We have that. Somebody needs to order an inverter and connectors.
You got a lot of money.
I don't know what we're buying.
Did you go check the freeze dryer?
It will automatically come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Maybe I should. That's different than my machine.
Yeah. Why don't you go check it?
Yeah.
Yes, Yoda is. If we can get the timing. If we can get the timing all lined up so it's not conflicting with a festival, Yoda will come to the camp out next year. And I told Nikki that we would bring some lamb and we'd probably do a rotisserie, quarter lamb rotisserie, something, maybe do gyros or something fun. Yoda does not like eating camp food. She likes when we camp out at Midwest Preparedness Festival, or when we used to, I used to put on weight. Because her and B we'd set our tents up next to each other, and then between the 2 tents would be the common kitchen, and they would make gourmet meals for like 4 days straight, and we just eat way too much. And we were that kitchen was the home for all the hobos that didn't have anybody there cooking for them. It's a pretty good time. She's a pretty creative cook, and we bought a lot of gear for her.
Gear for what?
For you cook.
Oh yeah.
Lucy, she's got.
Oh yeah, I can cook off grid
solar
like nobody's
and
business.
Generators. That's eventually where you want to be, everybody.
Yeah.
You want to be your own utility company. You want to supply your own water and you want to supply your own power because things like this happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
we've got that generator, 26,000 watt. So we've got that. We just got to get it hooked up, and it's a matter of getting the pipeline through. which he's nervous about. We just need somebody.
I need a plumber. I need to hire a plumber to come run that.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
I need to
just get that up. And then we've got the solar panels, so we'll get all that stuff done. We've got a solar panel for the pond. We got solar panels for the well. So we have all this stuff. It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of, you know, getting it together. Maybe we just need to call a work day and get solar in.
Cul-de-sac. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to document how to put the solar in.
Oh yeah.
But I'm
done a wonderful job. If you go over at Life Done Free, he's done a great job.
Yeah, go watch his videos on the solar. He talks about the
even the water, getting water in the house.
Yeah, he's done a great job at that because he's completely off grid. He's 100% off grid. He is his own utility company. I think the only thing
his own water company.
I think the only thing he pays for is internet.
Yeah, that and that. Well, I don't want to give away a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that, you know, you can get off grid as much as possible, but sometimes we like luxury. So, you know, we have to have propane and we don't have to, but we like propane. We like gasoline. We like diesel.
The only luxury that I need at the end of the world is my countertop ice maker.
You got it.
And I got a little solar generator that I can hook it up to, and it will run it. So I will have ice at the end of the world, and I'm growing pawpaw trees. So I will not have bananas, but I will have pawpaws, which are close enough that I'm
going to take some of those branches and send them to Starla. She put a tree order in. By the
those
way.
branches out there are dead.
No. I've got to cut. I need you to lubricate that chainsaw that I have to do a review on.
I thought that was a girl's thing. I thought it was a women's review. So you need
to. Do you want to help me, or do you want me to destroy it?
I'll
destroy it.
I will film you reading the instructions. Well, doing it.
There's no instructions on it. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So that's the sad part. Like, hopefully this thing works really great in the way that people say it works, but the instructions suck. Like, I couldn't even figure out how to charge the battery. And so he came in and looked at it, and it was great. So, but I don't know. That's what you're dealing with, I guess, now when you're doing that, because people are like, oh, this is a no-brainer. But when you're dealing with people that are simple people, so when you're dealing with simple people, sometimes we don't always know, oh, well, we need to do this and we need to do that. I'm not an internet person. I'm not an equipment person. It takes a lot. Oh, my gosh. Somebody's in heat out there.
Is that what that is?
Yes. Oh. It's been like that for 2 days. So if you hear the horrible noises out there, nobody's dying. Livestock is in heat.
Well,
so it's breeding season.
That, and they got brought in the pasture 45 minutes early because they kept jumping the fence.
Right.
So if they want, they will learn. They will eventually learn. Don't jump the fence.
Right. Yeah.
I chased them with the
Somebody's
zero-turn mower
putting a
yesterday.
generator in for AC. Seriously, we don't even have AC.
No, we do.
I want AC to be able to have ice in summer. You can have ice and not have AC. We do it.
So get a small solar generator and buy. They make a countertop ice machine.
Mm-hmm. So you can get them at Walmart for like $80.
You can start off with having your ice, and the AC.
I don't know what to tell you about AC. We don't have it. AC makes you lazy, so we don't do it. It does.
Man, you are reformed.
I mean, I've been more productive since we moved here than I was in Pleasant Hill.
He also made me buy an AC unit for this window, and we kept these doors shut.
Actually, we did that because I was canning in here, and you're going to build me an outdoor kitchen so I don't have to worry about that.
That's one thing we did learn.
Because it does. When I'm canning, it'll get like 150 degrees in the kitchen. And we were having issues, remember, pulling the food from the freeze dryer. I think that's why we ended up getting it, actually. So it just worked out. But after the first bill,
she's got asthma.
After the first bill that we got was what, $400?
Yeah.
I was like, nope, take it out. We're done. Yeah. It's not even in.
I could see where having AC would make a difference. Not asthma. Yep, getting it.
I don't know.
Treating the air and doing all that. Yes, I.
Does AC treat the air?
Yeah, your filter. You put a HEPA filter in, and it pulls all the crap out of the air. Remember how dirty the filter gets here?
Yeah.
And how it got dirty at the other place because all the dust off the road. Imagine having breathing problems and have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That would blow. Yeah. Okay. Yoda, the dehydrator bot only has one tray for liquid. Would I be able to dehydrate cooked scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
You can, but they won't last as long. and they tend to, because of the heat, they tend to turn. They get a little bit darker.
She's asking if it's going to catch the liquid when it dehydrates. What are you talking about? She's not asking how long they're going to last.
No, would she be able to dehydrate cooked egg? Yes, but there are it doesn't.
She only has one tray.
It does not turn out like freeze dried.
She knows that. She doesn't have a freeze dryer. She said, Yoda, the dehydrator I bought, only has one tray for liquid. Would I be able to dehydrate cooked scrambled eggs?
And I said yes. And then I explained what would happen when she did it. And you're telling me that I'm wrong.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay. Then
it just didn't seem like a complicated question to me. But,
well, the problem is
is the tray catching the liquid? No, maybe I don't understand something. So
no, you don't, because she's got one tray for making fruit leather that you pour liquid stuff into. Remember the nylon trays that we had?
I don't know what dehydrator she got.
Well, they're all the same. They've either got
we have
a tray.
Round ones, we've got square
They've
ones.
either got a tray with holes in it, or they've got a nylon tray that catches, that you pour liquid into. Doesn't matter the shape.
For like the fruit roll-ups and all that.
Yeah, for the fruit leather.
Why would you do scrambled eggs like fruit roll-ups?
I did eggs in the dehydrator all the time.
These are scrambled eggs, right? They're cooked.
Yeah.
Not raw.
But you put scrambled eggs on one of those trays with holes in it, it's going to fall through.
How are you cooking scrambled eggs?
I'm just telling you my experiences.
I'm just gonna say I have no idea because I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Anyway, yes, Lucy, you can dehydrate them, but just know that do it and see what happens.
The Hamilton Beach round one.
Do it and see what happens.
I've never done them. I've never dehydrated eggs.
But they work. It does work.
Have you done them before?
Yeah, I used to use them all the time. We had a jar in the refrigerator. Used all the time at the old place.
Like, so confused. I didn't even know that. And I cook all the time. Huh.
See?
I don't know.
And you get mad at me when I say you need to be engaged.
Dude. So at the old place, that's not fair. Because I was working so hard all the time. He even got mad and then sat me down. We were sitting on the front porch and he told me I needed to slow down because I was doing contract deals, especially when marijuana was becoming legal in Missouri. I was literally doing contract deals at 3:00 in the morning. And he was like, enough. I was never home. So I don't know what. I've learned so much that helps minimize the asthma on free studying, but the smoke in the air, what a wake-up call. Heidi at Rain Country does dehydrated eggs. Oh, well, there's a source for you right there.
Yep. She's good. She's got contact too. You know, the old trailer my ex lived in, even the 4-window units going, it would get 90 degrees on each end and only. Ooh, man.
Dang. Then you're at that point, that's what my dad would say when we were kids. He's like, why is the front door open? Your AC in the outside, not the inside.
That's when you go. That's when you go sit underneath a tree. If you're going to be hot,
if you're going to be hot,
someplace where there's a breeze at least.
Yep. Yeah. So there's I don't even know what time it is because
we're at 1 hour and 18 minutes and it is 7:41.
So it's on the computer. I forgot. Yeah.
We might have to start earlier in the summertime because we're going to get done around 8 o'clock. And still be able to go do stuff.
Yeah, I need to get sage pulled in. I need to get so some of that, what you keep calling mint, you call licorice mint.
You keep telling me that. And
it's anise.
I've known that it's anise for quite a while.
So I need to go get the anise out of there.
I thought you did. I thought it was hanging up.
Oh,
that was catnip and tarragon.
And tarragon, yeah.
So we're gonna have to share our Missouri tarragon with Jonathan when he comes up.
We don't live in Missouri,
or
and
Kansas
that's
tarragon.
French tarragon.
No, he brought up Texas tarragon, so we're going to give him some Kansas tarragon.
There may actually be something called Texas tarragon.
That was a Freudian slip too with me saying Missouri because going back to this weekend, I so miss living on that side of the state line. It is so beautiful over there.
It's beautiful here.
And the place we lived at was
we're
beautiful.
like so close to Missouri. It's not even funny.
The place we lived in was so beautiful, and the Ozarks is beautiful, and this has got its own beauty, but it's not the same as what I grew up with. It's not the same. Yeah. You don't understand. You've lived in different states your entire life.
We moved every 2 years.
I was a Missouri boy.
Yeah,
I am a Missouri
we moved
boy.
every 2 years. So it's probably a good thing that I have the gypsy lifestyle because this didn't bother me. So
okay, Pinocchiette.
What are you talking about?
Didn't bother you.
Well, you know what I mean.
This whole thing
it wasn't hard to adjust. It wasn't.
Exactly.
I gotta restate that.
Why don't you sleep on it?
It was easier to adjust.
We'll get back to it.
No, it was easier to adjust. So that's what I would say. It was easier than what it would have been had I not. No.
I said I wanted to talk about one thing political tonight, and Yoda does not know what this is because I did not have time to share it with her. Let me.
Are you talking about Alexander Soros?
No.
That's what I was ticked off about.
No. Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, it happened. It totally happened. So George Soros gave his fortune to Alexander Soros. And so Alex Soros now has made it his mission and actually came out with a statement that said he is even more socialist than his father. And he is going to make sure that he does the country proud and put the money in where it goes to make sure your freedom is taken away. Now, those are my words, not his. But
okay, so
that's what's going to happen.
I wrote this down. All right, I wrote this down, so I'm going to be reading off my notes. Okay, so just pardon me if I'm looking down. If I'm looking down at the computer.
What link would work? Somebody said, "Dang, I was hoping that link would work." Did you?
What?
I don't know what link you put out there.
No, Jackass is back.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so here is what I found today, and this is what this guy said kind of bothered me. Okay, so I watched this channel called Combat Veteran Reacts, and he was talking about a poll where they asked people about conspiracy theories. And in one question, 29% of the people surveyed said that they believed there was a deep state that worked against Trump. His comment was along the lines of every conspiracy is based on a grain of truth and, quote unquote, well, yeah, it's called the Democrat Party. And there's the problem. And that's the problem. People are either purposely ignoring or they're completely oblivious to the government executive operations, which is the cabinet departments, independent executive agencies, regulatory agencies, and government corporations, which run the daily business of the country, are supposed to work to enact the policies of the whichever admin's in, doesn't matter which side of the political aisle they're on, and B, to do it in an apolitical manner. Now, the people during Trump's administration, the people in the executive operations areas or departments, well, hold on. People are people. So in any admin, there will be individuals that let their personal views and opinions color their actions to do their job. Under Trump, though, and this has been proven time and time again, the whole organizations were used to work counter to the vision of what he thought the country should go in. And many times, and again, has been proven over and over, these agencies and the people in them lied to or withheld information from the American people in order to work counter to the duly elected president of the United States. And it was because his policy, and it wasn't because his policies were bad for America. It was because they disagreed with his politics and hated him personally. Now, these people saw nothing wrong with their actions. In fact, they felt justified, and they still feel justified because of nothing more than Orange Man's bad. This is why the lies of the Steele dossier were believed and still continue to be believed by some, although they've been debunked recently. The street level, Antifa level idea of punch a Nazi applied to the government apparatus at this point. These people decided that they knew better than the American voters that decided Trump was the choice they wanted. These people are still working in the United States government, bad-mouthing those of us who question their motives and actions. And this is what we're working against. This is what we're facing. You know, it's not the Democrat Party, and it's not. It's an entire wings of the government that has decided that they know what's best for us, and they're going to do what they feel should be done, no matter what. And they're going to demonize us, and they've already started demonizing us. Go ask the parents that the FBI investigated, and some of them got arrested because they stood up against school boards and protested their children being taught stuff without the parents being told.
Yeah, that's
all right.
ridiculous.
So this is, and I'm not doing this to blackpill anybody. I mean, if you're in this chat right now, I'm going to assume that you know exactly what's going on, and anything that I said there was not news to you. And if it was, go read up on it, and don't take my word for it. Go look up. But this is why we need to build community. This is why we're so hot on community, because this is what we're up against. And the only way we're going to be able to fight it is to surround ourselves with people that are like-minded, that are able to give us assistance and moral support when times get tough and things happen. And it also allows us to control the culture in the area that we live in. All right. So that's, if you take anything away tonight, there's the reasons why community matters, and why Yoda and I have been pushing it so hard, because we've seen what it looks like. Oh, I guess some people got lost in the comments.
Uh-oh.
No, Starlight, I don't think so.
What is she saying?
She would get mad. She'd get mad and try to steal the nuclear football. And then you.
I would not. But I'll tell you what. I am not. How do I put this? I am not great at taking criticism, and I am not great at keeping my mouth shut. Oh, yeah. And I am not great at, when I see BS, I'm not great at not calling it. And so I'm not that person. There were many times,
and it's kind of a mood issue, because you'd never be first lady, because I'm not a politician.
Right. Yeah. And so, but no, it would never happen. In fact, before G, I had boyfriends, and they were officers and at that level. And,
notice you said boys, not men.
Oh, well, they were men, young men. And so, but yeah, no, it would never work out, because of my mouth. I was not, I just call it as I see it. And so, I can't, I tried, my dad was in the Navy. And so, with my dad, I had to be a little more, because I represented my dad. Right. And then, with G on base, I represented G. And so when we're on the tribal government, again, I represent G. And so I have to keep that done. But, like with the tribal government, it's way easier, because I don't see a lot of BS. And so, and most people are just like me.
There you go. Richard's got a great idea. Let's do a freesteading platform. Let's
2024.
Let's protest if
right in freesteading.
If neither party puts up a candidate that we feel, and we don't have to agree with them 100%, because I'm to the point now where I'm not voting for the lesser of two evils anymore. We went through that last night, so I'm not. Did
you see Mike Pence is running out?
I'm not going to rehash that. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm not going to rehash that, but let's see if we can do this. If neither party puts up somebody that we feel is going to have the best interest,
who's going to represent freesteading?
I don't know, but we'll have
many people vote for Mickey Mouse and look at Disneyland. Do you really want Disneyland running this country?
We will create a freesteading party that will run and we won't have any candidates.
Oh, run for office.
No, we'll just run against. We'll provide a vision that's different. See, and this is how we win.
I don't think
this is how we win in the end, guys. Seriously, I honestly believe this. This is the way we win in the end. It would be Tag would be the president.
I would vote for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you right now, you do not want either of us in office.
But this is how we win. This is how we win the future. We win by providing a better vision of the future than what the other people can provide. And look at the vision that the Marxists are providing for the country right now. Men and women's bathroom, destroying with the women's movement by putting men into places where they're beating women.
Could you imagine putting bees on the White House lawn?
Oh, they were there before. They had bees. They had sheep.
Who
They had cattle.
Who? Oh, long time ago.
Up until it wasn't that long ago.
We'd be farming Washington D.C.
But that's how we do it. That's how we win.
Yeah.
And it's a long game. It's not a short game. It's not the instant gratification that people have grown used to. This is it took us over a century to get where we are. It's going to take us a long time to get back. And if there's people out there that are promoting going kinetic and revolution and all this stuff, that's just going to make things worse, and it's going to set us back even further because historically when that happens, whoever gets put in charge after that is just as bad or worse, and it takes time to restore. And once freedoms are taken away, they very rarely come back. Unless death and destruction are involved, and we don't want that. We do not want that at all. Trust me. And you can ask any combat veteran; they will tell you. All right. So that's okay. I'm gonna shut up about it. We're getting late. We're at an hour and a half. So.
All right, guys. Well, it was amazing seeing everybody. And
I remember. Yes, Vinci. He's a very unique individual. I think he took one too many pile drivers during his career.
So anyway, all right. Well, we still have daylight. It's crazy.
Can go out and finish putting
cattle panels.
Hey,
we have 300 tomato plants coming.
Okay, guys. Before we go, I know some of you came in late. We started at about 6:20 because I screwed up and put the start time at 6 o'clock. Tell me, make a comment in here or in the comments down below after the video's over. What do you guys think about us moving it up, since it's summertime, up half an hour so that I've got some daylight after we're done so I can work? All right. So either say something here in the chat or say something in the comments down below afterwards, and we'll make a decision and see what happens. Because I really honestly, when we get done at 8:30, 8:45, it's too late to do anything outside for really, So just think on it. Remember, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the only time zone that matters.
I need to run to town, so you need to make sure I remember so I can moderate that.
Conflicted Live. Well, we've got a bunch of new. Well, that's Tag's problem, not mine.
I'm a mod on Tag's.
Okay, well.
There's another one too.
Yeah.
She's pretty fast.
But go there. It's going to be good. It's local prepper, Spags, Porterhouse and Teal. And I don't think you guys may have seen the interview we did with him. I don't know. Did we post that on us too, or was that just on his channel?
With who?
Porterhouse. He's a cool dude.
I think it's just on his.
I like go over his channel. He's got some fantastic homesteading stuff,
and they're neat, guys. I mean, all the way
dangerous content according to YouTube.
Free food for your chickens and dangerous crap content that happens every day around here on the farm. And it was like, duh, that's a no-brainer. So meat and stuff in a bucket and put holes and then shake out the worms. People are buying this stuff, and so why buy it when you can just create it right here?
So be there, check that out. Then afterwards, I'm going to be on at I'll probably be on a little bit later because there's some housekeeping. Once you finish a live, there's some housekeeping you have to do. So I will probably jump on.
Like, don't ever say that again.
What, housekeeping?
Yeah.
It's called housekeeping.
No, I know. So, but you're talking about like, don't ever say that again.
No.
Or that was really good. Make sure you talk about that next time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We debrief a little bit. Yeah. Plus you got to do some stuff with the video and all that stuff. But go over to Tag's channel after we're done because it's good. I think it's going to be very, 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 very good.
Yeah. Hey, Starla, did the tornadoes pass real quick just before we go? And
yeah, she said
they're flooded.
She sent pictures of it flooding. Just be forewarned, Starla. We lost power at about 47 minutes in. Yeah. So it's blank for a good 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer.
Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. So just fast forward through that part. Yeah. But we really appreciate you guys being here. Like I said at the beginning, you guys are the reason why this is so enjoyable. We love sharing our experiences with you, and we love hearing experiences from you guys. And it's always nice to meet people that are sub to us. And I'm going to apologize if you meet me and I pretend like I don't know who you are. I am not pretending. I am terrible at putting names and faces together. In fact, Amy, I apologize to her. She talked to me for a good 2 or 3 minutes before I realized that she was a sub, and I'd never met her before except online.
When you're doing this amount of festivals and speaking and all of that, it's really sad. Like, everybody kind of looks familiar when you see them in person. You're like, oh yeah, okay, they look familiar, but you're constantly going, oh man, who's that? And it literally takes about 3 to 5 minutes to figure out how you know them and what's going on. But we're also just at that age.
I'm not gonna lie, it's super weird talking to people that know me, that I don't know
that we don't know.
And it's just weird. It's such a bizarre experience for us, and I'm still not used to it.
No.
I'm still not
I don't
used
know
to
if we can
I don't know.
used to it.
I don't know how those people that have 1 million viewers do it.
I saw the conversation you were having with Dale. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, it's been a great show. Little strange. No, a whole lot strange. Not gonna lie, this was weird. This is just a bizarre evening all around. Do you have any final thoughts? Don't say live a lifetime free. Just, you got any final thoughts you want to share with anybody?
Yeah. So I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people that I do not know. My number has gotten out, and people are making orders and that kind of thing. And one of the things that really stuck out to me, especially this week as I'm shipping these orders out for the freeze-dried food, a lot of people that I would say 75 years and older are very worried about the direction that everything is going. Now, why would that concern me? It concerns me because they've lived it before a couple of times. Mm-hmm. They know what's coming. They're preparing. So I ask all of you to make sure that you're preparing in some way, fashion, or form. It doesn't have to be you buying our stuff, but get that garden in. Get a little bit stacked.
Wake up tomorrow more prepared than you were today.
Yeah. And just do that. So that's probably the biggest thing that I would advise. Nothing's gonna click better than having conversations with everybody all over the country.
And you know what?
Don't show that. That's nasty. I mean, it's good, but it's don't show that. You were gonna show what it said.
I was gonna show you one of ghost koozies that he sent home.
It's got the F word in it.
It's got the F word on it.
I don't want to.
Okay, we won't put that on there. Mm-mm. Okay, I won't do that.
Like, I'll use the cozy, but I would.
The only thing
gatherings.
The only thing I have to say is go out and live a lifetime for you guys. Yeah. You guys, and take care.
All right, bye guys.
Love you guys.
Love you all.
And we are almost.